What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the family, and if you are returning, thank you for tuning back in. Today we have a story time about his sister-in-law DNA testing his daughter. Once again, I don't watch these reactions. I don't watch these videos before I react. And I know a lot of times it may seem like I'm probably not reacting unless I'm like laughing or something like that. Like my face is pretty, this is what I do. Like I think I just my face doesn't react a lot of times because this is not happening like right in front of me. But anyways, let's get into it. I hope y'all are having a good day or night or evening, whatever it is. Let's get to it.
My sister in law DNA tested my daughter behind my back and then paraded the results all up in my daughter's face. Am I the a hole for what I did next? I have a daughter who's 6. I am not my daughter's biological father.
Mm,
There is literally no blood relation between us. I was friends with her mother throughout all of my childhood. We were never romantically involved.
mm,
When my daughter was a newborn, about 2 months technically, both her mother and father were unalived. I won't go into too much detail, but it was a workplace. Pew, 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 pew. My friend and her husband worked in the exact same building, and they were both gotten. Both my friend and her husband grew up with less than ideal families, so there was not any siblings for their daughter to go to. I was pretty much the next person that was available to take her because there was no next of kin. Because I was close to them, I was able to adopt her. And even though I was iffy about me myself having kids, I'd be darned if I watched my friend who I watched go through the foster care system's daughter also go through that exact same foster care system, which she had worked to actively get married so that her child would never have to go through that situation. It was just a wow that everything happened how it happened because I was like, ain't this some bullshit? But I had to go ahead and cut Fate off and be like, you will not continue this cycle of damaged human beings. We're going to stop it here because the mother did what she needed to do
mm.
to stop the generational curse of not ideal families. And yet, things still went wrong. But that's okay because my daughter grew up with an amazing family, me and mine. I initially did not want to have a child, but I learned to love her as my own. My parents and my siblings know that my daughter is adopted, but they also know that that is my daughter and a part of our family. My daughter, I call Lily for the post, also knows that she's adopted. I have never hid the fact that she's adopted. She knows her parents aren't here anymore and was taken out by a horrible person. But honestly, I'm saving the gruesome details for when she's older. Lily does not look like me at all. She looks exactly like her mother or biological dad. When people see us in public, they just assume I'm her biological father and that she looks just like her mother. I don't really correct this when or if people assume this because it just seems unnecessary. My brother has been with his fiance for about 2 years now, and they have a 1 year old. A few weeks ago, we was all meeting up at my parents' house, and my sister-in-law ended up seeing a picture of me when I was younger. Inside of the picture was my friend, her husband, and me. My sister-in-law inquired, "Who exactly is this lady?" And I let them know it was Lily's mom. She got quiet and just stared at the picture for a long period of time. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did not think much of it. To clarify, she knows that my friend isn't here anymore. But I guess one of the things she didn't know is that my friend is married, or the fact that she was married to a different man other than me. She didn't know that Lily was not my biological child. Well, at the dinner table, my parents announced that they had made a college fund for both grandkids. It was going to be around the sums of $50,000 each. We was all very happy to hear this, and we ended up going back home afterwards. Literally, it was about a month later when I observed that my sister-in-law had got distant from my daughter. I was kind of confused about this situation because I thought that they had a pretty good life. Literally, it got to the point where anytime Lily would play with her son, she would go ahead and grab him and let Lily know, oh, my baby needs a nap. Or when Lily asks her something, she ignores her and tells her she's busy when all she's doing is on her phone. Well, it all came to a head because one day she came to my house to tell me she had something urgent to let me know. I was I was definitely interested. Well, I found out that my sister-in-law got a DNA test done on my daughter behind my back. She used my brother's DNA to see if my daughter had any linkage DNA to the grandparents or my brother. And y'all not gonna believe this, there was none at all. When the DNA test came back that her husband and my baby was not related, she knew for a fact me and my baby couldn't be related. She came straight to my door with the results and waved them in my face, saying that I was taking care of a deceased woman's affair baby. I was in shock. She said this directly to me in front of my daughter. We were both in the living room looking at this lady while she spewed this shit. I couldn't believe the fact that she came with this epic gotcha and was on the floor laughing my ass off because I was like, whoa, I thought it was horrible bad news that she was going to tell me. She didn't tell me nothing. I told her straight up, yeah, I adopted Lily. That's not my biological child. You know adoption exists, right? Her face went from regular to red. She then stormed off. My brother is mad that I embarrassed his fiancée, but I countered she embarrassed herself because not only did she come to me, she went to my parents talking about, listen, I know you wanted to give both of your grandkids 50K for a college fund, but you only have one grandkid. They already knew she was adopted, so they just sat there and listened to her speak. She actually suggested that the whole 100K should go straight to her son and that Lily shouldn't get anything because she's not related by blood. I was appalled. My mom, who was usually very kind, kicked her out of the house. She had made it clear right then and there that Lily is her grandchild. She told my sister-in-law if she did not respect that Lily is their grandbaby, she does not belong in our family. Since then, my brother and his significant other have been very quiet. I have kept all of this quiet from Lily. She does not need to know that she almost got pushed out of the family because of money. Crazy to me, but at the same time, it is okay, and she knows that she is loved and cared about. And I am super, super, super. My
Okay. Yeah, so apparently it's cutting off the very end of these videos, but we got the gist of what was going on. So first and foremost, I can't stand when new people come into the family for real, to be honest with you. Like, and I know that sounds a little harsh, but it's just like, where did this person come from? Now, granted, clearly the fiance and the brother had been together, I guess, for a while if they were, engaged and whatnot, but you're not even family. You feel me? Like, you're not even blood related. So, what gives you the right to sit there and try to like drop a bombshell on the family that you're not even into, or like you're still just a fiance? Like, again, I know this sounds harsh, but you ain't all the way in the family. Like, you're not secure in the family. So why would you do that? Like, you're risking a lot. And I say that because there's some people that really ride for their family like that. Like, they don't care how long they've been rocking with their significant other and different things like that. Like, once you violate the family, you violate the family and you gotta go. Like, we'll keep the child and you gotta go. But I'm glad he was able to, laugh at this because to be honest with you, girl, you didn't say nothing. What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, ma'am? And why did you feel like that was okay? Like, why did you feel like that was your place? Why do you feel like these people, like, it seems like this is a pretty close knit family, or, close enough to where they don't have certain type of secrets with each other. So why didn't you run that by your fiance, which was the brother, first before you did it? Like, why did you feel like you needed to do something to that magnitude? But it is what it is. Um, Big ups to this guy because sometimes people just sit back and watch children get put into the system. He didn't do that. He stepped up and said, "Hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta do," despite the fact that I never really wanted to have kids. A lot of times, that's how people, have children, and it's just one of those things. And that's a beautiful thing that he stepped up, and now this child has a father. At least he didn't say whether he well, I would want to say that he's not in a relationship. So I mean, maybe eventually he'll get into one. We don't know. But in the meantime, dude, just keep taking care of your daughter and keep doing you. Um, Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch y'all in the next one.